Welcome back, everybody. Well, we're taking a break from cooking to talk a little bit about estate sales. We all have a lot of things, and maybe you're thinking about getting rid of some of these things, or maybe you've had a relative who has passed or moved into assisted living and you're not sure what to do with all of their things. So this morning we're going to talk a little bit about an estate sale. What is one? Maybe you should think about having one. And joining us to talk about that is Janelle Bedore from Bumblepuppy Estate and Consignment Sales. Good morning.
Good morning.
And we're not talking about puppies here, right?
No puppies.
All right, first of all, I think we've all heard of an estate sale, but what is one?
Well, basically an estate sale is a way to sell the remaining property in a house that no one is claiming or no one wants. We basically go into the house, set everything up, sort of like a shop, and sell the items right out of the house. That's the traditional estate sale.
So you take care of it, unlike the last yard sale I had was the last yard sale I'll ever have. And they are a lot of work. Sometimes they end up where you don't make anything and you're like, why in the world would I do that? But you can actually, sell some of this stuff, correct?
Correct. It is quite a bit of work. We bring in all our own tables. We go through the attics, go through the basement, set everything up, clean it up, mark it all, and conduct the sale, and then take it all down.
Marketing it. Okay, so you're thinking about maybe having an estate sale. We had this recently where my grandmother passed away. She lived in the house for 60 some years. We didn't even know where to begin. Why should someone go to an estate sale? So first of all, we've got the seller. Now we're talking about people who might be, interested in some of the things at the estate sale.
Well, I may be biased in this answer, but I find them to be fascinating. You can go and see some wonderful collections of things. So if you really like antiques or you really collect a certain sort of thing, you can watch estate sales to look at them. And it's also a very economical way to shop. A lot of these homes have items that are barely used or sometimes brand new. And you can get them because they're technically used. You can get them for a good deal.
Killer deals.
Yes, so it's definitely a thrifty way to shop.
What are we looking at right here?
These are some items that were for sale last weekend at one of our sales. So we have basically a teapot collection, some china, and some crystal. This is at an estate sale coming up the end of June in red granite. It's a beautiful mansion on the lake with a lot of great original artwork and furnishings. So I mean, we deal in antiques, we deal with just regular furniture, we deal with furniture that needs some work, so people who like to upcycle and recycle can definitely come and find some great deals. But we basically set things up throughout the entire house, and you can come to the house and shop.
It's different from an auction.
It is different from an auction. Basically, the house gets set up like a store. Everything has a price on it. You don't have to stay there all day to wait for your item to come up. It's basically there and priced. And it's also a nice way to control prices. So you don't have to sell whole tables full of things for only a few dollars. People can come in and just purchase one or two items if they'd like, or sometimes we will get some people who have their own antique shops who will
take
come
the
in
whole lot of it,
and purchase quite a bit of inventory. So.
Tell me about the store. So besides the estate sale, you actually also have a store.
Yes, we have a store. It's at 621 West Hill Boulevard in Appleton. That's in the same strip mall as Home Depot and Burlington Coat Factory, close to the Fox River Mall. And basically we opened that store because we were running across a lot of people who didn't quite have a whole estate to get rid of. They maybe had a basement, or they inherited a collection of an item that they might not want to hold on to. Sometimes a lot of people are moving, so they don't have an entire house worth to sell. So we basically take things to the shop and essentially run an estate sale in the shop. It's not your typical consignment shop. We sell a third to a half of our items every single week.
So it's one of those things, check in often.
And it's 7,500 square feet, so that's quite a few.
A lot of stuff.
Quite a few items to check out.
Janelle's been doing the estate sales for 5 years, doing consignments for 16 years. How can people find out about the sales if they want to, maybe do that this summer, peek around at some of these sales?
Well, we basically, during the summer, hold 2 or 3 estate sales a week plus the store. And in order to find out about where our sales are, we have quite an extensive Facebook page where we post information. And then also our website always has everything posted as well.
And the website?
The website is bumblepuppysales.com.
And Facebook?
Facebook is just facebook.com/bumblepuppy.
Okay.
And we post on there. We also advertise in local papers and those kind of things.
It sounds like it's a fun thing, a fun hobby to kind of get into.
It is. It's fascinating.
And I know before we let you go, because we're out of time, you found some amazing things, including a portrait worth $15,000.
We did. It was just set behind a door at an estate, and it was sort of an odd portrait. It actually hung on my wall in my house for a while because I found it so odd, and then I thought, well, I'm going to take this and sell it. And someone looked at it and recommended that we actually send it out to a high-end auction out east. And
you never know. Moral of that story.
You never know
what you're going to find in those homes. It's like the Antique Roadshow. So if you want more, find out more. Again, Bumble Puppy Estate and Consignment Sales. If you're thinking about having a sale, you want to go to some of these sales, maybe get some great bargains. Follow them on Facebook or check them out online. Thanks, Janelle. Appreciate it.